I wish I hadn't gotten that. We just passed this like gigantic snowplow, and somebody had spray painted on it, "I'll show no fear, so let it snow." I was like, that's awesome. Right? Oh yes, giant carrot statue. We're in Fairview. We're about to pass into North Dakota, actually, here in another mile or so. Oh, please, tell me more. Hotel Albert, the Waterhole. Yeah, Double Barrel Saloon. God, you know you're out here when there's still bars who are like, "We're totally a saloon." You're like, shut up. No, you're not. This guy has 2 license plates on his car. One's from South Dakota and one's from Montana. I guess he's just that awesome. Alright. Here we go. We are just about, let's see. Oh yeah. Shut up. Leaving Montana, welcome to North Dakota. Welcome to the West region. This is also where we're going to have a time change. We're going to be jumping up into Central Time.
1/4 mile. Turn.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk. We're going to be jumping forward into Central Time now, so I'll have to set my clock ahead 1 more hour. So now I'm 1 hour behind Eastern Time, and 1 hour ahead of Mountain Time. Indiana. America has a lot of time zones. I can't. There's a field here. Just wait a second. Jeez. North Dakota. Spread way out there. Ow. Sorry, there's construction. My car's like... Zoe. Sorry, that was loud. The $8 in worker deposits. The water's going to take me 40 minutes to get out of here. I just saw a sign for Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and Teddy Roosevelt's kind of a hilarious president, but I imagine when you go into his national park, like, you're probably not allowed to take a tent or, you know, knives or guns, or actually you're probably just not allowed to take anything, and you just have to go in and, like, you know, there's no entrance fee, but I imagine you probably have to, like, fight a bear or something. So you probably have to, like, fight a bear and beat it with your bare hands, and then, like, you have to skin the bear, so that way, you know, that is your, basically, that's your tent while you're in the park, and that's the only way you can keep warm is if you kill the bear. So I think it's going to be pretty intense. I better not go there, because, you know, I don't know if I trust myself to fight a bear. I'm not quite as badass as Theodore Roosevelt. Electric and Magneto. I'm sorry. I laughed way harder at that than I should have. Oh, hey, Fontaine. Noticed you up here, owning this big truck here. Nice to see you again, you weirdo. I just passed a street named Avenue. What kind of douchebag do you have to be the guy who names streets, and so you name a street Avenue? So it's called Avenue Street. Like, you're an asshole. And I just saw a travel sign, I guess it's 70 miles to Newtown, which is another one that's like, really? Oh, I'm going to Newtown. Why don't you just call it another place? Those freaking jerks. I guess people don't have a lot of imagination out here sometimes. This little town, though, that I was just in, what a piece of shit. Like, I hope I never have to go through there again. What a dump. Also, their, like, construction setup was just ridiculous. It seems like it's mostly oil out here, unfortunately. They have the big oil rig, bobber, birdie neck thingies, and they, you know, bob back and forth and do whatever it is that makes oil happen. And it's pretty lame. Yeah. I kind of want to get out of this, definitely, and get back into, like, the open fields and stuff. Wow, somebody hit that thing hard. There was a railroad crossing sign there. Alright, we're back into fucking construction again. I was watching, I had breakfast this morning at the motel that I was at, and I was on the Weather Channel. They said there's supposed to be thunderstorms all across North Dakota and basically on. I haven't seen anything yet, but of course it's getting a little bit cloudy, but it was all the time yesterday too, so I don't know. But I'll keep my eye out. If it gets really stormy, I'm going to pull over and record it, because that's awesome. Duh. Man, almost can't get over. Just, like, at first I was like, oh, hey, flatlands and farms. It's like being in Indiana, but it's like, that's just, like, crazy just how far you can see. I wonder how far away the horizon is. Like, what's the mileage way out there? Oh, I think I may have passed that lake earlier. Not sure, though. Oh, well. Interesting. I'm sick of seeing all these stupid oil rigs, though. Fuck them. They ruin the landscape. Oh, that figures. I wanted to go back to this, whatchamacallit, ghost town. And, of course, dirt roads all the way back. You know. It's gotta be 10 miles, Liz. I hope that there's actually something here, because I'm gonna be really annoyed if there isn't. And if we start getting into, like, woods and shit like we did back at, where was that? Crater Lake? Then I'm going to turn around. So I was really irritated at that. At least there's not freaking trees to drive over. Hopefully something will actually be back here. I was like, it wigged me, well, it didn't wig me out, weirded me out a little bit, because it's almost 1300 already. But, you know, I mean, since I've left California in the last, week and a half, I've lost 2 hours. Well, I mean, jumped forward 2 hours. And I just had to do it again today. I'm like, I feel like I haven't been on the road that long. But that's because I haven't. Well, that was disappointing. I found Wheelock, but, I mean, it has a few abandoned houses. Yeah, I know. Shut up. It has a few abandoned houses and stuff, but for the most part, it still has a bunch of people around. Because of, again, the damn oil fields, and then there's a railroad right over there. So that kind of sucked. That was kind of a disappointment. So, kind of, whatever, I guess. I'm gonna head out to Minot Air Force Base and see what I can, Oh, sorry. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna head out to Minot, North Dakota.
3 miles. Turn right.
That was such a disappointment. I was really hoping, like, it would be an actual ghost town, but it's not. It's definitely not. That sucks. Oh, well. I know there's a bunch of others in North Dakota, but I don't have a map of them, and I don't know where they all are. So I don't know. Maybe I'll swing by, maybe I won't. I think I'm just gonna head out to Minot, whatever. I need to get my oil change and stuff. We just hit the 3,000 mile mark. I put 3,000 miles on my car. I mean, since I left Monterey. So, actually, since I got my oil changed last in Monterey about, actually, almost exactly a month ago. So, I'll go and get my car taken care of and bum around. And I know there's an Air Force base there, like I just said. So, I'm probably gonna go by there. See if I can get on post or base. I need to say base because it's an Air Force base, not an Army post. I'm so accustomed to saying post from being at the Army base or post. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I can't remember to turn that loud. So I'm gonna see if I can get on a base there, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to or not, but I think I should. That way I can get to a BX, and maybe I can, they sometimes they'll have, like, car services on bases for service members to use, so I may still be able to use it with my card, so I'll find out. Oh, well. I mean, at least it was only 10 miles out of the way. It's not like, it's not like I spent a whole day getting out here just to be disappointed, so, oh well. And we are about 11 miles outside of Minot. I stopped at a gas station and asked them how to say it. That way I don't go into their town and be like, hey guys, how's it going in Minot? And they'd be like, shut the fuck up, who are you? I asked them, it was really funny, I asked them in the gas station, I was like, I don't know anything about Minot. Like, is it like a mid-sized city? And like, the lady, and there was an older lady and a young woman behind the counter. They kind of looked at each other, and the girl was like, well, there's a Walmart. and a Target. And I was like, ooh, well, that actually tells me more than you might think. Because as I learned traveling, and when I went to Monterey especially, like, people asked me, how rich is Monterey? And I was like, it's so rich that Walmart is not allowed within the city limits. And it was like, ooh. And the only other places that don't have Walmarts are really small, like Pierceton, Indiana, like tiny little dot villages with like 1,000 people in them. They don't have Walmarts. So if you have a Walmart, you probably have a decent size, well, you have a small city, like Elkhart or South Bend or small cities. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they got over here. I'm glad, actually, that it's not like some huge... I mean, I didn't think it would be, because it's Minot, and we're in frickin' North Dakota. Like, the biggest city out here is... I mean, I think, actually, Minot is the biggest city out here. I don't remember right now. I'll have to look at my map, but it's like... it's the biggest on the map, so I assume that means it's a larger city for, this place. But it should be a lot easier to maneuver than going to someplace like Seattle. Oh my god, Seattle. Fuck that place, seriously. Pike's Place was the coolest thing. It was awesome. Everything else can fuck itself. So I'm in...
300 feet. Turn left.
I'm in Minot, North Dakota. Yeah, I know, shut up. I'm in Minot, North Dakota. Yeah, sorry. I'm in Minot, North Dakota.